What is going on, all you amazing viewers to play later? How are we doing today? Doing good? Cool. Sit right back because we got ourselves a pretty damn good video for you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time it is when you are watching this video right here. As you know by that thumbnail and everything else you clicked on to get here today, well, we have something by a company we've never brought to the channel before. I hope I'm saying this right. Kromlech? All right? And these are their Cathedral 32mm round top bases. I'm going to get into all this in a moment. Guys, you know how we're going to do things here on the channel. We got to get the adulting out of the way first. And first up is a word from our unofficial sponsor.
So there I was, 23 years old, prime of my life. I woke up one morning, looked in the mirror, and my hair was thinning. It was all falling out. It wasn't until I discovered this one solution that changed everything. My first initial thought was, it's gotta be genetics, right? It's not my fault, this is genetic. Go and find out. I'm not the only one dealing with thinning hair and confidence issues. And it was nuts because we started to change everything in our routine.
We started looking at what we were putting in our bodies, what we were eating, how much water we were intaking, and then we started working out and taking care of ourselves, but still something was missing.
But also what we put on our body is drastically important to our skin and hair health. So we ditched all of those chemical filled products. We started using healthy, organic ingredients and took it upon myself to start creating these organic ingredient products to help people. I have a solution for you. Ditch all of those chemical filled products and grab something that's organic, natural, handmade, something that your family will thank you and your health will thank you. Make the switch today.
Amazing company, amazing man. Make sure you click that link right down below that I'm going to leave in the description box for you. Seriously, it's going to bring you right to his web store. Make sure you abuse the ever-loving F out of that viewer-exclusive discount code for you. All right. I recently have been doing a lot of eBay surfing, okay? After going through another company's 3D printed resin miniature bases and their toppers and everything else, I've been really curious what's out there because I really want to take my Space Wolves in 40K and possibly my Adeptus Custodes in 40K and 30K up a notch. And what better to do that than bases, okay? So, I typed in Wargaming resin bases, 32mm, because those are about the size for the Primaris Marines. And I thought, okay, let's get something cool. So this company pops up, Kromlech. Like I said, God, I hope I'm saying that right. I really, really hope I'm saying that right. And they had a big sheet of bases, just like that. And I'm going to explain why I'm calling it sheet in a moment. This is not resin. I believe it's like pressboard or MDF. More popular like MDF. Okay, no big deal. I just wish when I'm doing resin, it would have given me a resin base because I feel a bit more secure with that. I know glue and everything else. That's going to come into play here in a moment. Okay, but it gave me a bunch of bases that I needed to finish my Sky Claws. And I was a little skeptical at first, because you can kind of see how like the stonework is ground in there. Now with these other ones where you see multiple little things, they had neat little lines on the base, so one part would lay on the top, so it looked like steps going up the cathedral. Which for my, my Sky Claws, my God, I'm like, why am I thinking Storm Claws? But for my Sky Claws, I could see it with the flight, they're flying up the stairs to attack something, or maybe descending, how I have them positioned on the base. So I was able to get over that pretty quick. Plastic glue held it in place, no problem. Absolutely no problem. Dry time was pretty quick. I thought to myself, all right, MDF on MDF goes together quick. MDF to plastic goes together quick. We'll get to how it went to with a miniature in just a moment, okay? So I popped one off, and I gave it a test run, which I usually do for my Rocky bases for my Adeptus Custodes. And I saw this, and oh God, I can't remember her name, but I saw it on this great channel, and it was so simple, I went, you gotta be kidding me. So the one thing that I switched out was she used known oil at the last month, Stephanie. Her name is Stephanie. I cannot remember her channel name right now, but hers. You guys know what I'm talking about. She creates incredible miniatures, just seriously. That's gonna burned my butt until I figured it out myself. So I swapped her Nuln oil finish for Targar Raid Shade. Basically, it's a 70-30 mix of Ulthon Gray and bleached bone. Mix it all up, dry brush. Well, first I started it with Storm Vermin Gray. Then I do that mix, dry brush it all over. I'll add a little bit more bleach bone, or Screaming Skull, whatever it's called nowadays, and just dry brush it up until I like the way the stone works, and then I flood it with Targar Raid Shade. That's what I got. I liked how that looked. I thought to myself the paint really wasn't soaking into the MDF, because this is my first time ever working with MDF toppers. And I was like, okay. It was a little bit on the sides, having to be careful going around. Giving it the usual, the brown coat that I do. I can't remember the name of it right now. I just have this big tub of it from Apple Barrel Paints. When I'm using it for just basing, I don't care about the pigmentation level. It works. I have to do two coats. Don't care. The wash really didn't destroy anything or make anything weak. So I went, okay, we have something that's going to work. So then I started building up and basing up all of my other Sky Claws. Now, alright. This is the better way that I found how to do it. I was using plastic glue in the beginning because I thought the MDF adhered to the plastic, no problem. I had a pain in the ass time getting the Sky Claws to adhere to the base. So, easiest way I found how to do it, blob of super glue, let it sit, fill in the gaps with green stuff as best you can because it's just rubble. I know it looks weird on the cathedral floor. It's like he's going over a rock. No big deal. But man, did I have a problem with plastic glue. I had a problem with plastic glue and green stuff, but when it got to the Gorilla Glue super glue, no problems whatsoever. So if you really want to aggravate yourself for a couple hours, just try holding a miniature in place, move your hand for a moment, and watch it go. Use super glue. I just use, like I said, the green stuff to fill in the bases. I know my sculpting skills are not the greatest. I tried to make it look as close to a brick as I could, but it's supposed to be debris, so if there's any problems in there, it doesn't matter. And yes, my Sky Claws are heavily converted, all 15 of them, and the Wolfguard leader for them. I just borrowed bits from every 3D resin company that I could that I thought looked cool, and went, alright, here we go. But yeah, like that axe. That axe is beautiful. Even though I know every Sky Claw just has a frickin' chainsaw and a bolt pistol, I want them looking wolfy. I want them looking deadly. I want them looking like, let's get going. Now, you noticed I didn't quote a price because I found them on eBay. Things on eBay can change at the drop of a hat. I just don't bother bidding. I just click on the buy it now. So, click on that company. Well, I should say, search that company's name. You're going to find a lot of amazing things out there. I went to their web store, and I was just blown away by everything that they have. Now, unfortunately, for me, they are based overseas. So, it depends if my bank is going to let me purchase from them. There have been some, like Deadly Print Studios, my bank went, we're calling fraud. And they give me a phone call, and I have to verify I'm trying to purchase things, and then they go, yeah, we're just not going to let this one go. I don't know why. It just happens that way. Some I get lucky for, and then I have to wait forever and a day. But still, I really wanted to bring this to the channel because if any of you are looking to do a little bit more decorative bases, I think this is a great way to go. You can go with, the MDF, you can go with resin. Go search eBay. There's a lot out there. Even just searching through Amazon, there's a lot out there. So if you want to take your bases to another level, do a little looking. All right. We are at the best part of the video for me. Seriously, we really, really, truly are. I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, and anger. All that fun stuff down below. Have you bought from this company before? Had you heard about this company before? Remember, I took a 20-year break, all right? I'm from the generation that if you put flock on your base, you're doing awesome. Yeah. Goblin green paint, green flock, boom, you're good. Everybody fought over winter. I mean, it's going to be over a grassy wasteland. All right, or a grassy area. You thought you were balling when you got brown, and oh my God, when you walked into a train store and found snow, But still, I really like these decorative bases. I think they can take your miniature to a different level, and it's even something to set yourself apart at your local game store, which is always, always cool. Now, if I made you laugh, made you cringe, made you cry, made you do any of that while filming this video, trust me, it's me. I'm pretty sure that I did. Please hit that big old thumbs up. It's only going to show love and support for the channel, which is seriously always appreciated. It's going to give you good karma, which you never know when that's going to come back to pay you back. Seriously, could be your commander's about to be swamped under by a Nid storm, and all of a sudden, he just breaks out the weed whacker in the raid and goes, let's play. Put out good, you get good back. And it's going to do one thing that's so important. It's going to smack that almighty algorithm right in the mouth and go, hey, we like what he's doing over here. But there we go, guys. My quick, weird look at these Kromlech, whatever. They're Cathedral 32mm round top bases. I want to thank you guys for watching this one. Hope you're having a great day today. Hope you're having a safe day today. And Emperor willing, one day soon, we'll be rolling dice across the tabletop.